Since late May 2025, gunfire has erupted in the disputed border area between Thailand and Cambodia, resulting in the death of a Cambodian soldier. Tensions immediately escalated. Leaders of both countries responded with a series of hardline actions. Public outrage followed. All signs point to a serious conflict between Thailand and Cambodia. But this is merely the last straw after years of simmering disagreements and mutual suspicion. So, what is really driving the divide between these two neighboring nations? The conflict between Cambodia and Thailand primarily revolves around two core issues: cultural and territorial disputes. Among these, the cultural dispute is the deeper root that has long fueled animosity between the two nations. Cambodia and Thailand share a common origin from the ancient Khmer civilization. However, the two countries have starkly different interpretations of their shared past. Both claim to be the rightful heirs to the cultural legacy of the Khmer civilization. Naturally, neither side is willing to give up the beliefs so deeply tied to their national identity. In such a context, conflict becomes almost inevitable. Imagine you are a Cambodian. You firmly believe in your absolute ownership of Khmer cultural heritage and often accuse the Thais of borrowing, copying, or even stealing elements of it. This attitude stems from the belief that you are the rightful inheritor of mainland Southeast Asia. After all, your ethnicity is Khmer. Even the name of your ethnicity reinforces your conviction that the entire Khmer civilization belongs to you. Khmer people have always regarded themselves as the region's original inhabitants. This perspective has historical grounding. Linguistically, the Khmer belong to the Mon-Khmer language group, a major branch of the Austroasiatic family. This group is believed to be among the oldest native populations in the region, having once developed a rich and refined civilization. Modern Khmer, or Cambodians, are considered direct descendants of this community. Historically, both ancient Khmer texts and Chinese records trace the Khmer people back to the Kingdom of Funan. This early state was established around the 1st to 2nd century BCE and lasted until the 7th century in Southeast Asia. Funan was a powerful empire whose territory spanned southern Laos, all of Cambodia, southern Thailand, parts of Malaysia, and southern Vietnam. It laid the foundation for the spread of ancient Indic civilization in the region. After Funan, your people built the Angkor Empire. It is also known as the Khmer Empire, regarded as one of Asia's greatest civilizations. This is the cultural cradle that both Thailand and Cambodia claim as their rightful inheritance. The empire lasted from 802 to 1431 CE, with its capital in the Angkor region of present-day northeastern Cambodia. At its peak, Angkor dominated nearly the entire mainland Southeast Asia. Its cultural legacy was monumental. Grand stone temples like Angkor Wat, iconic performing arts such as the Aspara dance and the Phlang Pen Peet orchestra, a unique script, and a blend of Hinduism and Theravada Buddhism. As a Khmer, it's not hard to be proud of such a glorious past. So proud, in fact, that you believe your people were superior to those who once lived under Angkor's rule, including the Thais. Unlike you, the Thais were outsiders who migrated from Yunnan, China. They speak a language from the Thai Kadai family, entirely different from the Mon-Khmer group. From the 7th century onward, under pressure from northern empires, the Thai people began migrating southward. By the 9th and 10th centuries, Thai groups had settled across northern Laos, northwestern Vietnam, and northern Thailand. During the Angkor period, the Thais lived under Khmer rule. Then known as the Siamese, they were regarded as an inferior class in Angkor society. They could be slaves, forced mercenaries, or, at best, part of the regular army under King Suryavarman II. According to Cambodian textbooks, the Siamese were so looked down upon that the first picture of the Siamese people is witnessed on the 12th century stone wall of Angkor Wat, and some ancient Khmer inscriptions also mention Siam as barbarian people. This leads you to believe that it was only under Angkor's rule that the Siamese gained access to the refined Khmer culture. Only then could they begin shaping their own identity and later establish Thai kingdoms. Indeed, many aspects of Thai culture closely resemble Khmer culture. Both nations adopt Theravada Buddhism as their state religion. Cambodia has Angkor Wat. Thailand has Prasat Hin Pimai. Thai Lakhon dance shares the elegance of Aspara. The Thai Pavata orchestra is similar to Flangpan Peet. Thai script evolved from ancient Khmer script, and both borrowed extensively from Pali and Sanskrit. Thai traditional attire, with its silk vivid colors and mokot crown, also mirrors Khmer styles. To you, this is evidence that the Thais merely copied Khmer culture. Therefore, they cannot legitimately claim to be the heirs of the Angkor legacy. Your resentment grows deeper when you recall a historical humiliation: the fall of the Angkor Empire at the hands of the Siamese in 1431, after they captured Angkor Thom. Your ancestors once ruled the region, but were ultimately defeated by a people once deemed inferior, who now flourish with a culture that originated from your forebears. From the Thai perspective, however, these accusations are rejected. They insist Thai culture is distinct, shaped by a fusion of many influences: Khmer, Indian, Arab, Chinese, and even European. Similarities with Khmer culture, they argue, are natural outcomes of cultural exchange. As such, the Thai tend to neutralize Cambodia's claims. They do not deny Khmer influence, but also do not recognize Cambodia as the sole cultural heir. Thai middle school history textbooks state, Lopburi period refers to the first period under the influence of a culture called Dvaravati culture in the territory of Thailand, which has the same characteristics to the culture of Kham or Kamen of the present-day Cambodia, dated back from 16th to 18th centuries BCE. Moreover, many Thai scholars argue that between the 17th and 19th centuries, when Cambodia came under Thai influence, some modern Khmer cultural elements may have originated in Thailand. For instance, the masked dance Lakhon Kol is believed to be derived from Thai classical theater and may be a copy or adaptation of the Thai Khan. Some Thai nationalists go even further. They claim that modern Cambodia is now copying back Thai culture. Naturally, such claims need rigorous scrutiny. Still, a sad reality remains. Most of Cambodia's cultural heritage was devastated under the Khmer Rouge regime. After the genocide, all that remained were the Angkor Wat bas-reliefs to aid cultural restoration. That wasn't enough to revive an entire civilization. You had to look to your closest cultural relative, Thailand, for help in reconstruction. For example, you used Lakhon to revive Aspara dance, and Muay Thai to resurrect Khun Khmer. Ironically, this blurred the line between original and borrowed traditions. As a result, never-ending disputes have erupted over who is borrowing from whom, or worse, who is stealing from whom. Perhaps the peak of the cultural clash came in 2003. That year, the Cambodian newspaper Rasmay Angkor falsely reported that Thai actress Suvanant Kanying claimed Angkor Wat had belonged to Thailand. The news sparked violent anti-Thai protests and riots in Phnom Penh. The Thai embassy was set on fire. Bilateral relations entered a severe crisis. Even now, the dispute shows no sign of fading. It has instead spread among the people of both nations, with constant online skirmishes deepening the divide between two remarkably similar cultures. At its core, the cultural dispute reflects a battle over the right to write history. For you, preserving Khmer culture is a way to protect the soul of a once mighty empire, one of the last sources of pride for a nation scarred by war, genocide, and poverty. For Thailand, cultural identity is a cornerstone of legitimacy and regional leadership. Both sides recognize culture as a form of soft power. Without mutual recognition and respect, the cultural tug-of-war is unlikely to end anytime soon. If culture is the spark, then territorial disputes are the oil that fuels the fire of animosity between you and Thailand. This is an 817-kilometer-long border that has not been fully demarcated between the two countries. Among this stretch, 4 areas are considered the most hotly contested flashpoints. You call them the Tamon Tom Temple, Tamon Touch Temple, Takrabe Temple, and the Mombay area. These sites fall within Cambodia's Odar Menche province, except Mombay, which lies in Pre Vihear province. On June 15, 2025, Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet submitted a case to the International Court of Justice, or ICJ, seeking a final resolution over these areas. Thailand, on the other hand, uses different names: Tam Wan Tom, Tam Wan Tok, Ta Kwai, and the Emerald Triangle. These are said to be located in Surin province, with the Emerald Triangle falling within Ubon Ratchathani. This is also the area where the armed clash occurred on May 18, 2025. The roots of these disputes stretch back to the historical rivalry between the Khmer and Thai kingdoms. Since the fall of the Khmer Empire in 1431, the Thais have gradually encroached upon the territory of your ancestors. Over the centuries, the border was redrawn multiple times. Matters became more complicated when Cambodia became a French colony. During this period, France and Thailand signed several treaties defining Cambodia's borders. However, like many colonial boundaries, Cambodian borders were never truly respected or clearly delineated, especially in the Dang Rec Mountains. These vague borders remain the source of ongoing territorial disputes. The most well-known dispute is over Pre Vihear Temple, an ancient Hindu temple in the Khmer style perched 525 meters above sea level in the Dang Rec Range, right on the border. You call it Pre Vihear. The Thais call it Prasat Praviharn. Both sides claim sovereignty and regard the temple as a powerful cultural and historical symbol of national identity. In the late 19th century, Thailand occupied the temple area. In the early 20th century, when France established a protectorate over Cambodia, it took control of the site. In 1904 and 1907, France and Thailand signed treaties demarcating the territory, with French-drawn maps placing the temple within your nation. However, Thailand later quietly disputed the map's legality, claiming it had not been approved by the Joint Commission. After you gained independence in 1953, Thailand reoccupied the temple. As tensions rose, the case was brought before the ICJ in 1959. On June 15, 1962, the ICJ ruled in your favor, affirming that Pre Vihear belonged to Cambodia. The ruling was based on the principle of silent acquiescence. Thailand had failed to challenge the map showing the temple within Cambodia for nearly 50 years. However, the court did not decide on the approximately 5 kilometers squared of land surrounding the temple. This legal gray area allowed the dispute to persist. In 2008, tensions reignited when you applied to have Pre Vihear recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Thailand strongly objected, seeing it as an implicit assertion of sovereignty not just over the temple, but also the surrounding land. That same year, several armed clashes erupted near the site. In 2011, the situation de-escalated after the ICJ issued a provisional ruling, ordering both sides to withdraw troops and establish a demilitarized zone. A change in Thailand's government at the time also helped cool tensions. Yet, the issue of territorial sovereignty around the temple remains unresolved. Thailand continues to assert its claims to the surrounding land. In truth, Pre Vihear holds little strategic military value, but for both countries, it's a symbol of national pride. For Thailand, the matter concerns national sovereignty.
The government is betraying the Thai people. It is the people will that must be recognized the old border treaties. These treaties give this territory and this temple to Thailand and Thailand only.
For you, Pre Vihear represents the cultural and historical glory of the Khmer Empire. In such a context, Pre Vihear and other hotspots like it are often used by both governments to rally domestic support and consolidate political power. Losing the temple or its adjacent lands would mean failing to defend your national interests. Thus, both sides seek to appear resolute in these disputes. As long as the situation persists, a final resolution between you and Thailand will remain elusive. Despite the complexity of the territorial and cultural disputes between Thailand and Cambodia, both countries have made significant efforts towards reconciliation. On the diplomatic front, Bangkok and Phnom Penh have maintained dialogue through the Joint Border Committee and the Border Cooperation Committee, aiming to advance border demarcation and manage flashpoint areas. As of 2022, The two sides had completed the demarcation of 13 points, with 11 more still under negotiation. At the international level, the ICJ has served as an effective channel for resolving disputes, most notably in the Pre Vihar case. The ICJ's ruling provided a clear determination of sovereignty and helped reduce the risk of escalation. This legal precedent is one reason why Prime Minister Hun Manet has chosen to bring the 4 current hotspots before the ICJ for adjudication. In addition, various cultural, academic, and media organizations have promoted people-to-people exchanges in an effort to heal historical misunderstandings and build mutual trust. However, these initiatives often face obstacles from rising nationalism and domestic political calculations. Public opinion in both countries remains clouded by deep-seated prejudices, and disputed issues are frequently exploited as political tools, complicating the path to reconciliation. The conflict between Thailand and Cambodia is a long-term test of patience, political will, and the shared desire for peace. While significant differences remain, both nations still have the opportunity to turn conflict into dialogue and confrontation into cooperation. To do so, they must move beyond short-term zero-sum thinking and look toward a shared future, one in which borders are no longer lines of hostility, but bridges of understanding and mutual respect.